everybody thinks I'm special because I've got 3 phones on.
Oh, you're very special.
Behave yourself, you. Watch it.
I'm going to turn that light off because it annoys me. You know, my lamp, my oil burner.
Oh, right, okay.
That's better. The light at the back of my head annoys me.
Good morning, ladies. We're a bit early.
Oh,
But she was doing me head in, so I thought I'd turn it on.
Rude.
Oh, dear. I'm in one of them moods today.
Yeah, you are.
Mine I ain't got no messages coming up. Oh,
I
I
have
now.
now.
Yeah, I have now. Good morning,
Morning,
Monday.
Debbie. Morning, Mandy. Everybody okay this morning? Oi, weirdo. Stop sniffing that blanket. She's such a weird... Stop it, you little weirdo. She just goes around sniffing everything. She was sniffing at your trouser legs. She'll smell Jude though, won't she?
Yeah. So, have you seen what the temperatures are going to be at the weekend?
No, but I know it's about 4 degrees today.
13 degrees.
Oh, get your cosy on, girl. No, she weren't whistling you. Jeez.
It's going to be raining though.
Oh, lovely.
Only 65%, so it could rain at night or it could rain during the day. But
No.
the point is, it's getting warmer. I've never been so excited in all my life for warm weather to come. That unit today is so cold.
Tell me about it. Try getting naked, running backwards and forwards. Poor Charlie with no shoes on. She went, I've done it again, haven't I? I went, what? She went, I've got wrong shoes on. She said, I can't do it in my boots. Oh my God. I said, right, next Tuesday, makeup, shoes.
Well, I must admit, last week, I was trying the pumps on for the ladies. The trainers, the white trainers, and I actually took myself a pair off the system and they're now under my desk. So if I need to do a live, then at least I've got some appropriate footwear on, because at the minute I'm wearing boots.
I couldn't do it in there in no shoes.
Yeah, oh no.
On that concrete floor. My mum
Yeah.
kept saying, put some shoes on,
Put some
Charlie.
bloody socks on.
You'll end up with your death of cold.
There was some socks opposite you near boiler.
Wow.
You know, when you turn
She's hardcore.
office. Yeah, I know. She'll be hardcore when she's laid out.
Double pneumonia. Morning, Julie.
You've had a flutter of snow, Julie.
It's very snow-like.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sky is very like, it looks like it's heavy with snow. You know how you just get that really weird sky? That's what we've got here. Morning,
I
Monday.
ain't got time to feel half asleep, Debbie. I wish I could. I'm not sleeping at night time again, and I think it's about
Your brain's whirring too
1
much.
o'clock in the morning when I eventually switch off.
You've got too much in your head.
I've got too much going off at the minute because we have got team members on training, and then we've got team members on holiday at the moment. So that's when it always becomes a little bit stressful, because you're covering shifts.
You're doing the workload of about 6 people.
Yeah. But I mean, as a general rule, once Leesa gets back and once Charlene gets herself settled in there, I mean, she's doing absolutely wonderful at the minute. She really is, and I believe she's enjoying it as well.
Yeah, she is.
So yeah, it's a little bit stressful. So I've got lots going off in my mind, but just before Leesa went on her holiday, we've got that many clothes that we've not had chance to catch up doing the descriptions and everything. So there were photos of items of clothing that's already online, and so I went through all the photos last night and I uploaded everything I personally could put on that I'd got a description on. So that took me quite a few hours to do that. So then when Leesa does come back to work tomorrow, it's not
Overwhelming.
Yeah. So
That's the only problem when anybody has any time off, isn't it? You come back and your workload is a little bit overwhelming.
Even when you're away for maybe 3 or 4 days, things change,
Yeah,
systems change.
Yeah,
So.
they do.
Yeah, and unfortunately, ladies, if you are trying to call the warehouse, there's nobody on customer service at the minute, because I'm here. It's me. Just until today. So Leesa will be back tomorrow, and she'll get anything answered. But by all means, email the company and Facebook message if you want to, and I will get back to you just as soon as I finish the live. So yes, What are you all saying to me? The red looks amazing on you. Thank you, Mandy.
They're
I
old
do
ones,
love
Karen.
the red. I do love red.
They're old ones. They're the Anne. We have got them still, but only in big sizes.
What's that?
The jeans. Every time I wear these
yeah.
jeans. They're called the Anne. They are... Somebody's trying to call you.
Hey?
Somebody's trying to call you.
That's it. Whoa.
It's paused it.
Oh.
Hopefully it'll reconnect it. There you go.
Are we back, ladies? I do apologise. Somebody's trying to ring me. And I don't want to talk to them. Not just yet, anyway. So what was we saying? Cold and windy in Grimsby. Good luck, Leesa, Sally. What we doing?
I don't know.
What we got good luck for, Lee?
Maybe
What we doing?
Maybe sunbathing at weekend.
Yeah. Get the bikinis out.
Oh my god.
Get the bikinis out.
Did Leesa bring her car for you to wash?
Yes.
Well, she
Yes.
did. Yeah.
She's still angry as
I
well.
am.
I haven't made her angry, but she's still angry.
I am still very angry.
Yeah, I might
so-
just leave it here.
Yeah, leave it.
Yeah.
Leave it here. It'll
I
be
thought yours were going for a
it'll-
service.
Long story.
Oh, okay, no worries.
It is. It does need to. But yeah, she wants to leave it. It'll be like a new pin when she gets it back. I won't get no work done though if I spend all day, because no disrespect, but it would probably take me all day to do
It
your
would,
car.
yeah. My car is a very messy car. Unfortunately, it's a used one. I don't have time to have it cleaned out. I do have it washed on the outside, although I begrudge taking it for a full wash. And sometimes it's right funny because I do take it to a hand car wash, and sometimes I'll just say just blast it with
Jet wash.
yeah, and they just don't understand. Why would you take it just for a blast when you could have a full wash? I ain't got time to sit there for 20 minutes to have it full wash. But the main issue, the main problem I don't have it done is because I live in a farming community. And if you can imagine when it's raining, it's always sludgy. There's tractors coming in and out of fields
The
all
back
time.
roads you have to go through.
Yeah, the back roads are always filthy. So within a day, my car is absolutely filthy again. So I don't leave it too long where it's sludge. But what I do is just say to them, can you just blast it rather than clean it? So unless I'm going somewhere, and then what I'll do is I'll have it cleaned properly. But inside hasn't been cleaned for a very long time.
Probably since I cleaned it out when you went on holiday and aired it for a week.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's like that's probably 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you know the sad thing is I would really enjoy cleaning it. I would. I'd love to do it. The transformation, it kind of gives me that satisfaction.
Yeah. Okay.
I could quite happily do that job where they go into houses and they completely gut them. You know, when they go into like a hoarder or an old person's house and they gut them and then they give you the before and afters. I'd love that. Get me marigolds on and get stuck in. I love cleaning. I love cleaning. I do.
Good morning, both. I keep saying this, but can I please just thank you both so much for all your fabulous clothes you keep bringing us. I'm so happy and I can't wait for payday.
Oh.
You've truly helped me, us ladies, with struggles. Your website and clothing is simply my new lifeline.
Thank you,
Oh,
Heidi.
Thank you.
That's lovely.
Yes, we're Beauty Baby Dolly.
Where's Beauty Baby
She's
Dolly?
here.
She's here. She's not jumping up. No, don't, because she'll pull holes in me tank
Oh,
top.
sorry.
Don't. No, you're not coming up today.
Oh.
I've got this tank top on and it's a big knit. And if she gets the claws in it, she'll pull it. So no, she's not getting up. Sorry, doll. No.
Okay. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Heidi. I appreciate that.
Where do you live? I'll see you this afternoon.
What's that?
Heidi, you're welcome at mine any time. I said, where do you live? Is that to clean though, Heidi, or are you just welcoming me with a coffee?
I am first.
Or will you give me
Join the
marigolds? Do you know, if LJ's ever didn't exist and I needed another job, I think I'd be a cleaner. I'd love it. I would. I genuinely love it. My own business though. I'd have to start my own business. But cleaning gives me so much. Surely there's other women out there that feel this. I'm weird. Am I weird?
I can just imagine your new job title, Glamour Rock.
I'd have to think of a really quirky name for it, wouldn't I? And obviously I'd have to have diamante gloves.
Of course.
And wear a tiara while I'm cleaning.
Of course, yeah.
I'd
of
love
course.
it. I'd love it. I would. No, Mandy, not
Oh,
poor
thank
Dolly.
you, Sarah.
Not poor Dolly at all. She's
You
ruined.
know, you have to do everything you possibly can to keep any business surviving, even if it's not the hard times. You know, when it was the good times, I worked long hours. But you know what? I can't do it without the team. I really can't do it without
She
the
is a
team.
machine, though, I have to say. I don't know where you pull it out of the bag sometimes.
But I've always been like that. I mean, yes, I've had loads of jobs, loads and loads of jobs. And I did settle in my own job. My very first business was owning a sunbed shop. And I actually had 3. And eventually I did sell 2 of them off and just kept the 1. And then what we did, we expanded into hair and beauty. And you know, I worked 7 days a week. I was able to because my kids were all grown up. But during the kids growing up, I did work as well because I wanted all my children to have the best, as you do, as every mother does. And I've always been that type of person to work and give my all. When I went to work at the airport, again, you know, even though I was employed, I still give 120% in my work ability. So, you know, it's just me, how I am. But like I say, the business wouldn't have been able to grow the way it has done without the team. So I'm not taking the full flack on this one, for sure.
Jane loves cleaning. She says everybody calls her Mrs. Bouquet. I
Jane
love
loves
it.
what?
She loves cleaning.
Oh, cleaning. Oh, I hate cleaning.
Well, Janine says she only
Absolutely.
cleans when somebody's coming round.
Yeah, I'm same.
And Julie hates cleaning.
My dryer's broke down, so my washing pile's a little bit high at the minute. I can't wait for the warmer weather so I can get it online.
Especially, you know, if I'm angry like I were yesterday, or I'm stressed about anything, decorating or cleaning clears my mind.
Yeah.
Hence the reason the car got cleaned to within an inch of its life inside and out yesterday afternoon, because it just helps me to settle. Morning, Jan.
Gutted, I can't see my granddaughter.
Oh, she's got shingles.
No way, Diane. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you can't see her just yet, neither can you? Yeah. Oh, keep doing it on FaceTime for now. That'll perk you up a bit.
I don't know what you mean, Viv. We need to be quicker on the restock alert, or you need to be quicker. It might be that just one got added to the system, so obviously, yeah, if it is just odds and sods of things.
It will be down to a return.
It'll be the one that I took back.
Which one was that? What was it?
In the pink. Got restocked and she missed it.
Ah, yes.
It'll be
I can't
mine.
get any more pink in, I'm afraid. But the stone will be back in today, or is back in today. And navy blue needs to be added onto the system as well, but I couldn't get any more pink, unfortunately.
It does, Jane, I agree. Good morning, Claire.
You don't mind cleaning?
I love cleaning.
I hate cleaning.
I love it.
And you know what?
If it lives so far away, I'd be round.
Yeah.
With my mop and bucket and my
Would
dusters. I would, yeah. I love it. And I get to snuggle Jude at the same time, you see. We'd have 10 minutes cuddling and I'd have 10 minutes cleaning.
You can tell Leesa.
You can tell Leesa, one of those people that gives 200%. She is, Mandy.
Oh, thank you, Mandy.
She is.
I appreciate that.
Sometimes I feel like smacking her fingers and dragging her away from computer. She's like...
Can't though.
I know.
Yeah, can't.
I know.
I mean, we used to have a team of 12. And now that's reduced dramatically. And it had to be in order to keep us surviving.
Yeah.
And, you know, at one point, when we were at our highest, I used to be quite bored actually. I used to come into office and I used to think, well, I ain't got really that much to do, but I want to still be in the office and hands-on. So I used to go and give a hand picking and packing and that. But now things are very, very different because, you know, we do have to change the way we operated in order to survive. And now my job role is quite large in respect. So I am very hands-on. I'm not that boss lady that just sits there cracking the whip. I am very, very hands-on.
I'm not planning on packing this job in though, Claire, that's the thing. Queen of Sparkle and Shine, that would be my name for my business.
Yeah.
If ever I need it, that's a good name. But I'm hoping I never do. I'm hoping that this is a job for a long, long time. Until I'm in retirement, which will probably be when I'm 100.
Me and you both.
If things don't change financially, I'll have to work till I drop. But anyway, I'll be working till you ladies say, Leesa, you need to get a younger model. At 75, she needs to go.
Well, I mean, at least now you are paying pension into a pension plan. You weren't before you met me. Or you weren't until you come to work for us. So you are in a pension plan.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a lot because you haven't invested for a long time. You've only done the 5 years. But if you still work another 30 years, then yeah, you've invested wonderful.
Oh. Thanks for that depressing thought. You're not going to accumulate a lot unless you work till you drop, basically.
Yeah, well, even these days, pensions don't allow you to do that. The pensions way back then with the coal board and the hospital pension, that's very, very different. That's when and police, and that's when you can walk away and actually retire very early. But these days, that's just not going to happen.
Claire says apparently we both look really stressed.
Who?
Claire Edwards says we both look really stressed.
We look stressed?
Yeah.
No.
This is not stress.
No, I'm not stressed.
Not at all.
I don't do stress, if I'm honest.
She flipping does. Oh no, not at all.
Yeah, 11 o'clock at night, Lee. Just before I go to bed. She said you have a cut off. No, I mean, last night I was helping Leesa not to come back to complete chaos tomorrow, and also getting the clothing ready for tonight's live. So it was about 11 o'clock when I switched off. But sometimes I switch off at 10 and then go to bed, and then read for a little bit, and then that's when. But trouble is when you're reading and you get into a gripping bit, and it's like 1 o'clock before you put book down, and your eyes are going. So yeah, I mean, to be honest, I've never really slept well. As getting to sleep has always been my struggle, getting to sleep. But once I'm asleep, you can't wake me up.
Yeah.
And I've got to have 8 hours as well.
I fell asleep watching telly last night, which is the way I always fall asleep. And then I woke up and turned it off. I know,
Thank you, Katie.
No rain, although it has been spitting a little bit here this morning. Rain, just a little bit, yeah. Because
You've been stood out your bedroom window.
Well, no, when I would put my makeup on, I saw that it was raining. The first thing I thought was, I washed my car yesterday. Charlie's doing great, Tina. Absolutely great.
She is. She's doing wonderful. She's picking it up. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, she's got all this week just to make sure that she's quite confident with the labels. We're not going to push her into anything else at the moment, but only because...
Not this week.
No, not this week, because Rachel's off next week on a week's holiday. Rachel has kindly offered to come in for the first 3 days just in case, but I said if Charlie just concentrates on doing the labels, we will be absolutely fine next week. It will be the week after that we start to plunge her into some other little role. It's not just one role she's doing, you know, there is lots and lots of different roles. I mean, obviously first thing in the morning is the shipping labels, get all them out, so then the pickers and packers can then start doing their role. Once all orders are picked and packed, then there will be another role for Charlie to do. Then what we do is just after Sally's live, we do that same role again. So we do the labels, and then we pick and pack. So any orders that are placed before 2 p.m. do get sent out on that same day, especially the 24-hour one. It's quite an interesting process, to be honest. I mean, Charlie is now understanding the whole process of LJ's boutique and why we can't do certain things that some other smaller boutiques can do. I mean, a lot of smaller boutiques that do online actually work from their boutique. They don't have a warehouse. They don't have to make sure that each stock is online in order for us to sell it, and then you've got the fact that a lot of boutiques, what they say is you can group up on your orders. We physically can't do that because once an invoice is printed out, that is the order that goes in that parcel, and if it's lost, we can't claim for 2 orders, we can only claim for 1, and they were only allowed to claim for a certain percentage of each order as well. It's a lot more complicated than you think, and it is quite interesting actually. I mean, I did a rundown last week, didn't I, of what process needs to be done. I mean, that was only a very quick run round. One lady said it sounds confusing, but it's not. It's how you need it to be in order to run a business. I mean, I know I upset Rachel sometimes on my sudden decisions and
or change of decision.
Change of decisions, yes, but I do it for the best of the company. So
I've never known anybody like just make decisions at last minute, not get stressed about it, and just it all works out. You know, I'm running around like an headless chicken, and Lisa's like, it's fine, it'll be fine, and it always is fine, and I'm like, oh, and she's like, it's okay, it's all right, yeah, we've got time, yeah, it'll all work, and it does. And I'm like, I'm hyperventilating in a corner, and Lisa's just like, this is why she owns and runs the business, and I work for her. Because I couldn't do it. I'm like proper highly strung and stressed out over everything, and Lisa always has a cool and calm head, don't you?
You've got to.
Yeah, I know.
You've got to. I mean, it's only not turned right if you feel it hasn't, and it's no good getting stressed. No good getting stressed. That's a lovely red blazer, Lisa. Did you all know I've got a beautiful red blazer? You have, Katie.
What blazer you got on?
I've got the Shelley on.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah.
You've got a Shelley blazer, haven't you, Katie? Good morning, Pamela. Good morning, Jackie.
Very interesting, the process, and love how open you are with telling us some insight. Most don't earth boutique I've ever... Oh, thank you, Katie. Yeah, we are down to earth. You know, at the end of the day, you are part of our journey.
I always say that.
Without you ladies, we are not a boutique. We won't be where we are now today. And people, I think our honesty, people appreciate it more because we're not making out that things are rosy. We're not making out that we've got millions of pounds. You know, I've got a mansion in America, and yeah, with a swimming pool, and
can I go and stay?
You know, my house is very, very basic, very basic.
No, it's
you know,
not.
It's not something you should see. Stay of it. It is.
It's not basic. It's beautiful. She's got a lovely
It is
bungalow.
beautiful, but it's not. It's not something
Extravagant.
Yeah. You know, I am a down to earth person. I'm not posh, and you know what? The main thing is, I brought this LJ's to you ladies because I've been in your position. I hated clothes shopping, absolutely hated it. I still do actually, but never mind. I'm only kidding.
No, you're not. She hates clothes shopping.
You know, and I wanted to bring it to you ladies. What I didn't know was that we was going to grow very, very fast during the COVID years, and having to expand with it. What I thought was it was going to be a slow step and a slow rise. We were literally like that. So yeah, it absolutely phenomenal. And you know, you ladies have created our journey. You have created our journey. So why not be open about it? Why not tell you where we're going? What's the next step? You know, it's very much like the virtual always thinking of things to help you ladies, you know. A lot of people say, oh, well, you only don't want return. Returns are inevitable. They are inevitable.
Inevitable.
Yeah, inevitable.
Inevitable.
They are inevitable. You know, it's part of an online business. So, yes, we don't like them, but it's part of the business. And if I can help in any shape or form to reduce the return side of things, then I am doing my business. I am doing what I set out to be, and I'm also helping you ladies as well with returns costs. I mean, not everybody wants to keep returning things, and it's just a costly. I mean, I think I mentioned it the other day. One lady, I had a look on the label. She spent £10, 10p sending some clothing back. That's just crazy, honestly. So, you know, we do everything in our power to help everybody, and that's how it should be. We're not a company that is constantly sell. We are a community business. We are not a sale business. That is a big difference as far as I'm concerned. And so long as I am paying the bills, so long as I'm getting paid, the team are getting paid, then we will continue to run the business the way we do, and we will never be that sell. I mean, we only deliver 2 newsletters a week. I think it's enough. I think it's not something a business trying to ram sales down your throat. I know some other boutiques do 7 days a week, and it's like, no, that's not going to happen. You know, so yeah, we are not very open,
Yeah.
aren't we? Yeah.
Sometimes too open.
Sometimes too open, and that does draw negativity into it. We are now sometimes, and I'm going to say this, please don't be offended, anyone be offended, but sometimes we can let people in, and then it backfires on us, and things don't go according to plan, and because we haven't responded to a message, she's fallen out with us, because we've done something wrong with somebody's order, they've fallen out with us. It's the way of the world, we know it is, but we do try our utmost to please everybody, and I know that can't happen. We know it can't happen, and because we're just 2 human hormonal women, sometimes it can affect our ability to
Think straight.
Yeah, think straight. And that come out together, that did, yeah.
Because it's true.
But we're only human, you know.
God.
We're not robots. We're not people who have to have it right and structured. You know, we're just human.
It's a good job.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, dear.
Sometimes I wonder how I've got through a specific day. I get to the end of the day and I think, well, I made it by the skin of my teeth, but I made it through that day. We're both the same, aren't we?
She'll walk out of office now that she hasn't even took it. What about your glasses? The box of glasses,
There's a full box of new glasses. Leesa gave them me yesterday. I looked through them and I was like, oh yeah.
Well,
and then
yesterday.
I left them. It was yesterday.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and then I left them on the desk.
But she does that. She does that quite often.
I drove Andrew mad the other day. This is a classic example. He'd given me the wrong size jeans. We were trying to work out what size I needed. I had him running up and down after me, finding these jeans. God bless him. He's got the patience of a saint. And then I went without them. And he must have rang Leesa or messaged Leesa and said, tell Sally she's gone without these bloody jeans. So Leesa messaged me and I went, I already know. As soon as I got halfway home, I thought, oh my God, after all that running around after me and me trying them on in toilets and getting right size, I left them in warehouse, and that's classic, my day. That is classically me. That is the way we function. Oh God. Claire's parcel's arrived.
I don't get much since my accident, but it's lovely wondering what colour Michelle or... You know what, Catherine? we don't expect everybody to order every day or every week or every month even, you know. It's down to affordability. I mean, as a business, yes, we found it very, very difficult, and we've had to make adjustments, just like you ladies. You've had to make adjustments in your own personal life, and clothes shopping is just, you know, way back into your mind. We understand that, and honestly, we don't expect all our ladies to purchase every single day. What we all just say is, please just spread the word about
Yeah.
LJ. So
Yeah,
you know,
if you can't shop with us, if you can just help us to get the name out there, then...
And interact with us,
Yeah.
because the more you interact, the more you get to know us as well. And you don't have to purchase to join a live. This is what I've always said. So long as you are live with us, you don't have to purchase. We're not that type of company. You know, all we want to do is survive the business. We want to make sure we're making enough profit to keep the business going. I don't want too much profit, otherwise the tax man will just take it, the VAT man will just take it. But, you know, we are a community business. We are not a hard sell business. But like I say, if you could share the word, keep us going, that would be absolutely wonderful. It really would.
Food has got really expensive. Me and Leesa have said this
Yeah.
quite frequently just lately. Some people, and not me included at times, it's like, do I treat myself to something, or do I make sure my cupboards are stocked and the heating's on? You know, I work from home, as you know, so my heating's on all day, and it's a big spend.
It is.
Just you know, your normal household bills plus your food, putting petrol in your car, everything has to take priority, and we completely understand that, don't we?
Of course it does. I mean, you have noticed as well over the past 6 months, more than anything, that it's hard not to purchase with all the lovely clothes there. Well, bless you, Karen. But yeah, talking on that basis, you know, you have noticed that the price of clothing has become amazing. You know, for you to have a blouse for $17.99, it's incredible pricing. And while ever the manufacturers are making them at that price, you know, it brought down the pricing structure as it once was 2 years ago, and that's because not just the boutiques are struggling, the manufacturers are struggling as well, and then obviously if they're struggling, then the people who make the fabric are struggling. So you know, then it just becomes a vicious circle. So now you will see clothing a lot less priced than what they were back 2 years ago to make it more affordable. It's a shame that they don't do that on the food basis, because, you know,
they've got greedy, haven't they? Since
they
COVID,
have, yes.
Since COVID, food, the supermarkets have got extremely greedy with the price of food, making it virtually impossible for people to survive.
Thank you, Sue. I appreciate that. We do have a lot of followers, a lot of silent watchers. And they are the ones, again, that don't like to comment or don't comment for any reason, but they love watching us. And often I do get private messages into the LJ's page, and they say, we don't watch you. I don't comment, but we watch you all the time. So that's really, really nice, honestly.
I forgot to pick them up yesterday, Katie. That's classic. That's another one. Them mum jeans, them white mum jeans. They are really nice, but I ain't tried them on yet, and I forgot to bring them home with me yesterday. But in my defence, my house is absolutely rammed to the rafters, and until I clear out some clothes from tonight's live, I can't fit anything else in. I took the Nadine home because I think they're a priority to get steamed and photographed today, and I haven't got any rail space for them at the moment. They are currently on my dining table, but I'm going to take them upstairs and steam them.
So, Charlie, love every single thing about LJ's 100. Oh, Paula, thank you. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you. As has been said before, is it great you have ClearPay?
And Klarna.
Yeah, ClearPay and Klarna is another item that we do use. Not many people know of it, but I mean, ClearPay is where you can purchase, and what it does, it divides it into, is it 3 payments? So when you first buy something from LJ's, you can then pay the first of that quarter, and then a week later you can pay another one off, and a week later you can pay another one off, or you can simply just pay for it all in one
think
hit.
Clear pays a fortnightly payment, and Klarna is like a monthly
It's a
payment.
monthly payment.
So it
yeah.
depends how you want to spread it. And Klarna also do the option to buy now, pay in 30 days as well.
Yeah. So this does help. I mean, a lot of people actually work their finances out through ClearPay and Klarna and do it that way. Everybody has their own way of doing it. I mean, I'm pretty freelance. Both me and Andrew have got shared bank account. If I want something, if I can afford it, I buy it. If I can't, I don't. That's my motto. But a lot of people are very different. They like to use ClearPay to help them out. And then, you know, Klarna is basically you don't pay for a month. So that just means, I shouldn't be saying this, but it's reality. But it means that you can purchase something, and if it doesn't fit you, you can send it back without even spending any money, only the returns money. But, you know, there's lots of different ways people do actually shop. And not everybody's the same. I mean, I must admit, before LJ's, before I even had a business, I thought everybody was the same. I thought everybody shared a bank account, and what money's his is mine, and what mine is his, and that's not the way of the world in reality. It's not the way of the world, is it?
No.
So, I love ClearPay too. I can buy what I can't afford instantly, but yes, it works for me. Yeah, I mean,
some people don't like credit and some people do.
Yeah,
It's
that's
it's
right.
a personal choice. Some people will only buy if they've got the money in the bank physically and it comes straight out the bank. Some people like to break down the payments. It feels a little less like you're splurging if you do it in payments.
Yes.
It's a bit more affordable, isn't it?
Especially when you're paying on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Leesa says, I watch all your lives, even if it's on catch up. LJ's has boosted my confidence, and I love everything about LJ's. And after meeting Sally and Leesa, I feel part of the family, and tell everyone how wonderful LJ's is. Thank you, Leesa. Thank you.
And Paula, thank you for commenting. She watches all the time, but she don't comment. But she loves us.
Thank you.
So
I must have missed that one.
Some silent watchers we know, and you do watch in the background, but you don't like to interact, and that's fine. But it's nice when silent watchers do have the confidence to message. So
yes, that's right.
thank
Yeah,
you.
because again, it's all about confidence. I mean, I learned something new the other day. I'm not going to go into detail, but I was quite shocked. And this is down to anxiety and what needing to step out the door first thing in the morning to go to work. I never knew that existed. Because I've never experienced it. You know, I've heard of it many times, but I've never really experienced it. But, you know, everybody deals with their own insecurities, their own life, their I don't know, everything. They deal with it their own way, and sometimes you think somebody's quite bubbly and outgoing, but they're not. In reality, they're not. So everybody's different. I think I'm just going on and on here, aren't I? So everybody's different, and it's nice that LJ's is labelled as being a helper to boost confidence, to boost mental health.
It
Yeah.
helps. Yeah, because we're more than clothing. We're a community, and sometimes them little chats that we have off topic, totally unrelated to clothing, massively help people when they're struggling with anxiety and depression. It's rife at the moment, and I put it down to many factors, like having less money, and lots of people take to the internet to socialise, so they don't meet face to face anymore, so people end up with social anxiety.
That was COVID that did that.
Yeah,
COVID
I mean it were a little bit like that beforehand, but COVID
Sorry
definitely.
ladies, I've got somebody else trying to ring me. Oh.
You've answered that.
Sorry ladies.
But I think we're trying to connect. We're back.
We're back.
I think before COVID it was getting that way, but COVID kind of finished social meeting
Yeah.
off. And some companies have never gone back to working in office. Lots of people work from home now, me included. And you know, if it weren't for the fact some days that I go to the warehouse and interact with this lot, I wouldn't speak to anybody.
No.
Working from home has its massive advantages, and I love it. And you know, I do love it. And it's like working flexi, so if I need to nip out, I can, as long as I make my hours up. And I love all that side of it, but sometimes it's quite lonely. So I do understand. Because my daughter, when she worked from home in COVID, you know, she would just sat at a computer all day, and then she'd just go have a tea, go upstairs, go to bed. So she never really spoke to anybody. And I'm a little bit the same, but I do try to make sure that I leave the house every day and come and speak to people.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's the only time I do interact with people, and I think a lot of people don't leave their house. They work from home. They don't interact with their friends. They become very isolated. That can be not very good for your mental state. So sometimes just having these one-to-one cozy chats with us,
Yeah,
helps people to just
Of course it
release
does.
sometimes, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
there's lots of ladies that live on their own as well,
Yeah.
and you know, we are that little bit of a company for them, and I'm glad we've got that sort of
Yeah.
relationship, to be honest. And
Yeah.
it, like I say, we're not a company that sell. We are a caring company. And one of my ladies have emailed me this morning. She wanted to know an answer to a question she asked, and then she just said, poured her heart out that her sister weren't very well. So, you know, it's nice that she's got somebody to talk to. You know, I mean, it's not verbally, but I did message her back and just say how sorry I was, and it just gives her that little bit of comfort, you know. I quite happily don't leave the house for a week if I can get away with it, and only speak to my daughter.
If you're happy doing that,
Yeah.
Janine, if you say
Yeah.
you're quite happy to do that, then that's good for you. But some ladies feel extremely isolated,
Yeah,
don't they?
yeah,
They do.
I do.
And it's just nice to be able to build friendships. And I know lots of our ladies have built friendships.
Yeah.
Through LJs, going back many years from when I first started working for you. I know through personal experience of seeing the ladies, you know, when we used to do the afternoon teas,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
ladies built really good, like, firm friendships on meeting each other at the afternoon teas. And
We've got a group of Scottish ladies.
yeah,
I mean,
and they go
met
they all
up,
go out
and
together.
one Irish lady, a group of Scottish and
Yeah.
one Irish lady, and they meet up. I think it's about 3 times a year,
Yeah,
and they have a weekend of it.
and they
and
all
it's
met through
lovely.
LJs.
Yeah, it is lovely.
Yeah, it is.
And then we have a couple more. I mean, we've got Tracy, and she met
Sandra.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
She met Sandra, and the best of buddies. You know, she just said one day.
They literally bought a caravan next to each other.
Yeah, they
didn't
did.
they?
Yeah. And
Now they're best
they
friends.
just said, "Are you going to LJ's tea
Yeah,
afternoon tea?"
afternoon tea.
And they said, "Yeah." She said, "Do you want a car share?" They said, "Yeah," and they've been best buddies ever since.
They have.
So
It's hilarious,
amazing.
isn't
Yeah.
it? It's like they've been together their whole lives.
Yeah.
And they only met through one of the afternoon teas that we used to do. Brilliant.
I would be lost without LJ's community. Thank you, Debbie. You know, I'm reading all these, and obviously I can't answer every one of them because Sally were talking or I were talking, but thank you, ladies. This does mean an awful lot. It really, really does. And don't think that, you know, that we don't appreciate you, because we do. Honestly, we really do. There is one thing I do need to say, though. Especially with Charlie coming on board as well. Now, when Charlie was, when she was just doing the Tuesday Night Live, she weren't actually working for us, so she weren't under a contract to not make friends with our ladies. But now she is. Now, the ladies she's already got as friends, they will stay where they are, and but please don't ask Charlie to be a friend on Facebook and accept and be think that you're going to be accepted, because she's not allowed. And so please don't think she's rude, because she hasn't accepted you. And it's same with Sally. You know, LJ's is their, without sounding too rude, is their job, and they can't live for LJ's like I do because it's my business. But from a business perspective, they're not supposed to accept friend requests on any social media platform, and they're not supposed to answer questions on their social media platform. If you require any information whatsoever, you do please come straight to us, LJ's Direct. These girls, all the team, deserve to have time away from LJ's, and that time away is out of working hours. So please, ladies, I know this has been mentioned several times over, but you know, people are still trying to make friends with Sally, and they're trying to make friends with Charlie now she's on board. What I don't want you thinking is, if they don't accept you, they're not being mardy in any shape or form, they're just not allowed to. And if you private message them regarding work or anything like that, they are not allowed to respond. You are supposed to go direct to the business. It becomes complicated if you start doing it direct to a member of the team. They can't answer many questions. It has to go. We have a route, we have a structure, and any questions being asked needs to go to customer service. Can't be passed from one to another, because we don't always see each other, so you'll never get a direct answer. Then that becomes complicated because you haven't had your answer. So then you do message the page and then you get your answer. So it's best to do that, but the main thing is both Sally and Charlene and the rest of the team need time out. And if they're constantly getting messages on their days off or their nights off, it's not fair on them. So any questions, please do message the page.
Not to mention the fact that if it's stock related, 99.9% of the time, I have absolutely no idea. You know, I don't do the measurings, I don't do the prices, I can't tell you how much something's going to be if I've done a sneaky peek of it. If you message me and say, when's that going online, I can't answer any of them questions.
Yeah.
It's not part of my job description. My job basically is to do the lives and sell the clothes once they've gone online, and do all the photographing of the clothes before they go online. And if you message me and say, do you think that'll fit me, or do you think that colour will suit me, or whatever, I can't answer whether it's going to fit you, and I will always redirect you back to the website, or just say message the page, because I ain't got the measurements to hand. So the best thing, and I think we are super informative online.
Oh, of course we are.
I don't think there's any more that we could possibly do to make buying the clothes any easier. You can always drop LJ's page a message if you need to know any extra measurements, or you need to know any questions about the clothing, and the girls that answer those questions are the ones that know. Yeah. I personally don't. So yeah, I do understand. And when I first started working for LJ's, and Leesa said it's best if you don't make friends with customers.
It is part of the contract that they
It wasn't back then, but you did say to me very early on, it's probably best if you keep it separate. Before it came into my contract, and now it's part of my contract, I'm not allowed to. She said, because you need your personal space and you need your downtime. And when I first started working for you, I didn't realise how important that was.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is really nice, so everybody wants to make friends with me. And she's like, yeah, but you need to keep something back for yourself. A little bit of your personal life needs to be personal, and you don't want to be spending all night answering stock related questions to customers. So
that's what I pay customer service for.
That's it. Yeah. So Lisa's not being horrible when she says, you can't make friends with customers. It's to protect us, really. Yeah. And just to allow us to have that personal space on our own personal Facebook or whatever, Instagram, YouTube. So I do get lots of friend requests from customers every day, and I just don't respond to them for that reason. Sometimes there's a little bit of my personal life that I need to keep for myself, and Leesa recognised that very early on. I didn't, but she's 100% right. If you do make friends with customers, it spills over the job to the friendship, and then it's right. Like you never get any downtime, you never get any personal space. And just to make you all aware, if I did make friends with you, you'd find me extremely boring because I post nothing on my personal Facebook. I don't get time. And my personal life, what I've learnt doing this job is it needs to be for me.
Yes.
It needs to be personal. My personal life needs to be personal. So the very intimate side of my life, that I keep it completely private. I never post anything on my personal Facebook anymore because what happens outside of work is just for me.
Yes, that's right.
So I'm very boring on social media as a person. I haven't posted anything on Instagram for 2 years, and I haven't posted anything personal on Facebook for about the same period of time, because it got to a point where I was like, I don't want to live my personal life on social media. That's where I work. So yeah, you'd be very bored, girls, even if you did make friends with me. I don't post anything.
So just to answer your question, Joanne, sorry. So basically there's 2 ways of contacting LJ's Boutique, and one of them is via email, which is info@ljsladiesboutique.co.uk, and there's also the Facebook page. You can message the Facebook page. Emails won't get answered until working hours, but Facebook messaging, if I personally can answer your question, I will do. If I can't, if it needs to be left for customer service, then I will leave it. It'll be unanswered. And sometimes it's best that way, because if I answer saying, oh, customer service will answer this on Monday morning as soon as she comes back to work, that message may get lost in the system. At least if it's highlighted as unread, then it won't get lost in the system. So sometimes I don't answer it, but for the questions that I can answer, I will answer immediately, or it may take me a couple of hours.
Leesa never has any downtime. You never have any personal
I don't have
space,
downtime. So if you do ever want to message the page, any questions whatsoever, I am normally on hand to answer any questions, even out of hours. But like I say, if I can't answer something, then I will leave it until customer service answer it the day after.
Thank you, Debbie. If you've noticed, just lately though, I'm reposting. I'm not posting anything new. I don't even have time to go on my personal TikTok anymore. I'm so busy. But thank you. But it's same there. If any of the customers, I know a lot of customers are following me on my personal TikTok, but if they ask me stock related questions, I don't answer them.
That's it. I mean,
I just don't answer them.
Christine does have a point here, but because we are a community, sometimes we're not a structured business like a bank. But you're so right though. I work for a bank, and I don't expect my friends to message me about loan, credit cards, etc., etc. I do agree, but I mean,
I often say if I worked in Tesco's, a customer wouldn't find me on Facebook and message me and say, can you put me a pint of milk to one side?
Yeah,
it's the same thing. It's the same thing. But I think it's because we're so friendly and open that ladies think it's okay to message us personally and ask questions. And you know, it is a fine line. It is a fine line. But you have to have it for your own sanity.
Yes, you do.
You really do.
They need to have downtime. And this is why I said that, you know, if you try and friend either Sally or Charlie and they don't accept it, please don't be upset. It's in their contract that, you know, if they do, then automatically they are dismissed. So they're not supposed to. And it's for their own good. They need to have downtime. So if you do need to message, all you need to do is go on LJ's Facebook page, or even Instagram, private message, or even TikTok private message, and then I will answer.
There's plenty of platforms, and you've even made a second Facebook, haven't you? The Leesa Sally one.
Yes.
So you can even message on that. You know, it's like there's plenty of platforms to ask stock related questions. Loads. It is, Joanne, and it's like you don't want to offend anybody, and you know it is a really difficult, like,
it is. I mean, we have friended a few ladies, and
it's bit me in the backside.
It certainly has. It certainly has. I mean, even to this day, they're still tearing LJs down, and you know it's something that unfortunately we couldn't control. But what we have said, even though we are a community, what we've said is we won't personally let people in. the way we used to.
It's hard because
It is very
when you're
hard.
when you're a naturally sociable, friendly person, it's really hard to not cross the line because sometimes the lines do get blurred. And don't get me wrong, and I'm not just saying this. There's a lot of our customers I gravitate to and I warm to and I'd love to be friends with on a personal level. But you just, well, I've had my fingers burnt.
We've
have
had,
literally had
we've
my
had his
fingers
fingers burnt
Yeah.
too many times.
I
Far
have.
too many times.
We have.
And we don't want to go down that road again. So this is why we do take a little bit of a step back on personal side of things as well, don't we? I mean, we had one lady, it was just, it upset us both. And I honestly thought Sally was going to leave as well because it upset us that much
It was
as a
terrible.
business. And lots of ladies, you know, thought it was true, and we did lose a lot of ladies as well because she set a page up, and still to this day she's still downgrading LJs. But you know, it is one of them things. It's one of them things. But all as we're saying is that we are the girls need the downtime. So please don't message privately or try and friend them in any shape. Yes, the Otto is coming in at the larger size. Who's just asked that? Anne. Yes, it's coming in the larger size and it will be here hopefully towards the end of next week. We've got that one in at the larger size and we've got this one. So they're both coming in very, very soon. I don't have many friends, always get burnt. I know, it's one of them things. It's right, is that the one you mean, Sally, when you say like...
Is that about my topper? I've answered that question so many times, Joanne, but I'll oh my god. They're called Godiva and they're on Facebook. If you search them in your search bar at the top of Facebook, you don't need to personally message me about that. Some ladies have and I answered. That was purely to stop because I know when I first started wearing my topper and I knew it would happen, lots of ladies wanted to know where I got it from and I didn't want them messaging the page and poor Leesa being overwhelmed and having to reply. She did to a few ladies, so I said to just personally message me, but you don't need to. They're called Godiva, as in Lady Godiva, and they're on Facebook if you want to have a look. All their prices and all their different systems that they do, wigs, toppers, etc. You can find all the information on their Facebook page or privately message them. So if it's that you're wanting to know about, the reason I said I didn't want to talk about it anymore was because I have had this conversation a billion times since I bought the topper. But I will say again, just so you know, they're called Godiva, as in Lady Godiva, because she went naked on a horse with lovely hair, didn't she? I think that's why they're called Godiva. And they're on Facebook, so you can message them directly. I can't answer any questions. I'm not willing to divulge finances about it, and they're custom made. So what you want might not be what I had. I had a custom colour and a size to suit my head. So if you're wanting to know anything, again, I can't answer personal questions about that for you. So you need to message that page directly.
Yeah. So, yeah. I was going to say something, then it's just gone. So it's our usual
good old menopause. Stole your thoughts.
Yes. Thank you, Kat, for that lovely message. So yeah, it's just one of them things. I feel you,
Ruth.
You know.
Ruth says the same. She has to keep her socials totally locked down.
Yeah,
because
you do.
You understand more than most, don't you? It is a nightmare. It is, but yeah, it is just the way it is. Unfortunately,
it is. And you know, this is why we have these personal talks as well. So you can get to know us, we can get to know you, and you just keep it on this sort of level. I mean. Again, you know, if you do ever want to chat, we've got the VIP page. Lots of ladies in a similar situation to you, so they will chat as well as us. Any business related questions, you need to message the page direct, and customer service will answer that.
No disrespect to my job, but when I've tools down at the end of the day, I don't want to talk shop.
No.
I don't want to talk about whether something's going to fit you, or are we getting any more in, or what size is this, or I just want to be myself for an hour before I go to bed.
The reading glasses, Pamela, they are coming in he said he's waiting on an order. And when they order in the thousands because they come direct from China. So he said just give them a couple of weeks and they will be back in stock. Now they have just sent a new batch of brand new ones. Sally will be trying them out, getting photos on. But because Charlie's new to this section, this area, and Rachel's off next week, it means that we can't really do them just yet until Rachel returns.
We said we're going to start it again a week next Friday.
Yeah, simply because there's a process with it being a back order. And Charlie needs to learn that, but because Rachel's not going to be there to help her out, then we can't really put that in place just yet. So as soon as Rachel comes back from her Jolly Wallies, we will then start to do the glasses again.
We can't just pile it all on her because it'll just stress her out. So obviously she needs to learn the ropes and have somebody there for backup.
So you better, Kat. We haven't seen each other for ages.
Not this Friday, the Friday after we'll be doing some.
We'll
they
be
are there.
Lots more back on.
They are there. Like I said, like Leesa said earlier, I looked through the box. There's some prescription sunglasses, normal sunglasses, and some the magnifying sunglasses and some normal sunglasses. And there's also some magnifying readers, new styles, but I forgot to pick them up. But there's no rush because we're not putting them on this Friday. We're going to do the Friday after.
Oh, Lou, thank you. Lou's just said I lost my husband nearly 4 years ago. And that's when I found you girls. You really did save my life. Thank you. You're amazing. Thank you, Lou.
Yes, Katie, we have answered that before, but it is at your own risk. We did have the conversation. Well, I did. I asked the question when we went to see the supplier, and I asked the question about that. And Kat Walker has had her prescription put in a couple of her pairs of these glasses, and everything was fine. But like the company did say, lots of the glasses.
Thank you, Susan.
Lots of the glasses are recycled. I went into a blank then. Lots of the glasses are made with recyclable materials, which can make them a little bit more fragile. So if you are taking those frames to your local opticians, there is a risk that they might break, and obviously we don't take any part of that risk. You're doing it at your own risk. So you can, and it has been done, but you do it at your own risk, basically. I love sunglasses.
There's some lovely comments here, but we're not able to read them. Or
they're going up thick and fast today,
aren't they? Yeah. So we will look back and answer a little later on. Yeah, don't worry, Katie. Don't worry.
No, it's fine. If you missed it, I don't expect you to watch every single live. I do you better. But yeah, it has been asked and we have answered the question because it's a perfectly reasonable question to ask. Because some ladies have a specific prescription.
It'll never be better.
I'm quite lucky that I need readers.
It'll be never better.
What
will
sort?
it? Your brain fog.
Oh God, no.
If it's anything like mine, it'll never be better.
No. We've just learnt to live with it, haven't we? We make a joke of it now.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It's just part of the thing, isn't it?
Literally, I could be doing a live and halfway through a conversation, I just go, it's hilarious. Unless you're struggling with the menopause, you have no idea what we're talking about. But trust me, if you're too young at the moment, it's coming to you. It's horrible.
We have, Joanne. We've both got a very busy schedule ahead of us, haven't we?
Always.
Very busy.
I should take you in my dining room right now and show you what it. When I first did it out about 6 months ago, and it looked lovely. Sadly, it doesn't look like that anymore. But Oh, thanks, Mother Bear. We both look very nice today.
Oh, thank you. Where's that?
Sandra Bolton.
Am I behind?
Go down.
Although Charlie is probably stressed with all the training info and thought she looked so much happier and well last night. She was bloody freezing last night.
She was. But yeah, I mean, working for Costa, she loved it and she loved the little group that she worked within. But I think rushing around on her feet all day was physically tiring for Charlie, whereas this will be mentally tiring.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of tiring, isn't it, when you computer work? And she's really liking the fact that she's getting a break and she's able to do the picking and packing
Yes,
as well.
that's right. I mean,
So
it's
she
not
won't be
just
constantly
one
at
job
a
role
desk.
that she's got. She's got
Yeah.
quite a lot. I mean, the one thing that Brooke did that Charlie can't do, so I've taken that role on, is the newsletter. So you better be signed up, ladies. I'm doing the newsletter.
Oh, finger pointing.
Woo!
She's finger pointing.
Yeah. So, I mean, we have 12,000 people signed up for the newsletter, but only, at the moment, we've only got, I think, what was it, 38% opening their newsletter. So come on, ladies, if you're not receiving your newsletter,
I open mine.
please get it open. If you're not receiving it, please let us know. And
I'm
we'll
sick of seeing that model though. She's alright.
I know,
Who does she think she is?
She does you ready.
Honestly.
Yeah. And then obviously, you know, on a Tuesday night we've got Charlie who's been doing some photos with Sally. There's some corkers actually, some really good ones from last night. So they'll be going on the newsletter as well. So we've now got 3 models, myself, we've got Sally and we've got Charlie. So 3 different, completely different body shapes. So hopefully that will help out. And then we've got the virtual try-on. Now, it's not actually a try-on to see if it fits. Now this will be operational soon, but it's literally, I did show a sample of it the other day on a live, and basically it's just to see if any colours suit you, if the style will suit you. I'm not going to lie, I had a company actually message me this morning, and they want my help in creating a virtual 3D try-on, a proper try-on.
Oh.
What this is all in the making, so it could take a few months to get it up and running. But basically, you will put a photo on, you will put all your measurements in, and then what will happen is if you want to try a particular dress or top, it will then put that onto the body, but it will actually pinpoint the areas where it thinks it might be too tight, might be too baggy.
Goodness me, that would be great.
Technology these days is just phenomenal. So I've agreed to work with him on that one. But for now, I mean, that could be 3-4 months down the line. But for now, we've got the virtual one that will hopefully be operational by the end of this week, mid next week. We're still working on it, but basically you will click on the virtual, you will add a photo on, and you will try that item of clothing, choose a colour that you want, put it on the model, you as the model, and that will show you a picture of you wearing it. And then 1, you can decide if the colour suits you, and 2, you can decide if the actual shape suits you. It's not will it fit you, it's just down to colour and shape. So that is in the pipeline, and hopefully that will be operational within the next couple of days as well. So there's lots going forward to help you ladies decide whether an item of clothing is going to fit you, suit you. The measurements are all there for whether you know it's going to fit you or not. Please do look at them. We spend a lot of time putting individual sizing on. If you don't have a tape measure to measure your own body, then give us a shout on your next order and we will put one in for your charge for you, and then you'll be able to do all your own measurements.
Yes, Tracy, they're coming. The smaller side tie blazers are coming, aren't they?
Yes, I think they're due to the supplier today.
Excellent.
So hopefully we might even get them tomorrow or Friday.
Have you checked your spam, Ruth, for the newsletter? I'm sure you have. I don't know why a couple of ladies are saying that they've stopped receiving the newsletters.
Yeah, it's really strange.
Lynn's the same. She said she stopped receiving hers.
Yeah, before Brooke went on holiday, it says that Ruth is actually opening on holiday. She actually left.
Yeah.
She left. Ruth was opening
Emails.
newsletters, because we can see who's opening and who isn't. And you were opening until we had an update, and then that update has just disappeared.
Oh.
Yeah, and what it is, iCloud or Apple are very, very strict on spam, and unless you accept or open it, you have to open it on a regular basis, otherwise then they will just not even send it to you, but they make out to us that you've actually received it but not opened it. So it's very unusual. What I would say is unsubscribe to it and then subscribe again, and then that should get you back on again. And double check and make sure that your email is correct as well. I mean, if you do receive the notification that you've left something in your basket, then in reality you should receive the newsletter as well, unless you've opted out for it. It honestly, technology is crazy, and we are trying to make sure that everybody gets the newsletter, but we're up against like Apple, who legally have an obligation to make sure that spam is very little to each individual person, because it is against the law for us to keep hounding you ladies with emails without your permission. That is against the law, or even text you without your permission. So yeah. Hi, did you manage to get any more of the jackets that oh, you just answered that one.
Yeah.
I'm way behind, sorry.
It's alright.
I unsubscribed on my iCloud email as wasn't showing me. Signed back up on Yahoo, had no problems since. Yeah, I think it's the iCloud more than anything that's a major problem. And that every time you have an update, it clears your Facebook notifications and it restricts your emails as well. Yeah. But anyway, if you can sign up, then please do so.
The Luna in the larger size, Diane's asking if they're still coming.
Yeah, we're still waiting for them, I'm afraid. I was told that they would be here at some point this week, so I'm still waiting for them to get hold of let me know that they've come in, and then they'll send them straight over. I know we seem to have been waiting ages for them, haven't we?
Really it happens sometimes, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Again, it's out of our control, unfortunately.
Yeah.
11:10.
Wow.
You need to get yourself back on customer service.
I do, yes. Yes, I do. Customer service. I've got a newsletter to design for tomorrow. The problem is, I designed one on Sunday for the Monday newsletter. And I had to be careful because I had to change the images because half of stuff had sold out by Monday afternoon, so I had to recreate it.
That's the same for me when I do videos and TikToks. I put 5 or 6 TikToks every couple of days into drafts, and sometimes by the time I post that item will have already sold out. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Because you can't work day to day because you've got too much other stuff to do. But if you work in front and do things in bulk, sometimes they get binned anyway.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare. It is. Shall I do the 1 o'clock live then? Because you're going to be busy, aren't you? I'll do it from home today, and then it saves you having to break off and do the live with me.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, girls, I'm away upstairs to steam and photograph the new Nadines. But I'm not sure again how soon they're going to get put on the website because you've got a crap ton of work to do.
Yeah, probably be tomorrow when Leesa comes back. Or if I can, I'll get them on this afternoon. That's not.
Can you not split yourself in? What about AIing yourself? Can you not clone yourself?
Hey, don't say that.
Wouldn't that be great?
No, it wouldn't.
Oh, it would sometimes.
Well, yeah, sometimes. But you know, we were listening on radio yesterday, and it was saying that most office jobs and customer service jobs are going to be passed over to AI soon.
That's going to be a lot of people out of jobs.
Yeah, that'll be an automatic response. And I know a lot of the bigger companies are already doing that. And it's not personal. It's not personal. So this is where, again, you're going to define the difference between a boutique and a bigger company that's selling clothing, because you're not going to get that personal response, you're not going to get that personal feel.
I'll tell you what is scary. I was scrolling through TikTok, as I do when I wake up in the morning, and came across this TikTok platform of this really pretty woman, and she was doing all sorts. She was playing the drums, she was playing the guitar, and everybody, a lot of men, but everybody was commenting how stunningly beautiful she is and how talented she is. It's AI. It's AI. She's not even real. I cottoned on straight away. I could tell she was AI. But lots of people don't realise these TikTok platforms now, some of them aren't even real people. How scary is that? So all these men were saying, oh my God, you're perfect and you're so pretty and your hair's amazing and you've got a really good figure and how talented are you, because you don't look very old and you can play the guitar, you can play on the drums. I was like, are you stupid? Can you not see? She is AI. She's not a real person.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be good in a way.
Crazy.
Where you can
it is
benefit
scary,
from
Katie.
it.
It is scary.
Yeah, you can benefit from it. It's a bit like the virtual try-on. You're going to benefit from that.
Robots are going to take over the world.
Yeah, of course they are. Of course they are. It's always been in the planning, this.
Wow.
Always. I hate self-checkouts. I hate getting through to a machine on my phone. I like the personal one.
Yeah.
That's right, yes. I mean, the smaller businesses are the backbone of the economy, and a lot of people don't support us in a way. And honestly, I'm not criticising. Honestly, I'm not. But they don't support us in a way that we're more expensive than a cheaper branding. But we are the backbone of the UK. We are the one that keeps the UK operational. It's not the bigger businesses, it's the smaller businesses. And you start taking your custom to places like China, who do a cheaper version to what is brought in for us to bring to you ladies. And that's when we start, the economy is a struggle, a massive struggle. And that's what it is at the moment. It's a massive struggle, and it sort of like goes round in circles. You can't afford to buy our branding, so you go cheaper, and you have to keep buying cheaper because it's broke down. You know what I mean? It's just like a vicious circle. And I understand where Trump's coming from, because he wants the Americans to support the American and keep the economy growing like this. And that's why he's put hefty percentages on shipping and things like that. And I do think the more we support British, the more we will survive as a country, because we are supporting our own.
I think, like AI, the problem with it now is, you know, like if somebody sees, there were a helicopter crash in America a couple of months back, and everybody were like, oh, it's AI, it's AI. It wasn't, it was real. This helicopter crashed on a beach and just missed out on killing a lot of people on the ground. But there's so many things like that on social media now, and they're fake. So nobody believes the real anymore, or nobody can distinguish between the real and the fake.
No,
it's like I saw an alligator drag a dog into a river. It were AI.
Yeah.
You know, but that stuff like that does happen. But nobody will have any sympathy or empathy for anything soon, because everybody just thinks it's all AI generated.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Right. Yeah.
You can't distinguish between the fake and the real anymore.
No.
It's awful. Awful.
Anyway, I need to go. I need a wee.
Yeah.
Your coffee's gone straight through me again.
Right, girls, we're gonna go, and I will see you back here at 1. Well, not on the sofa, obviously, but back here at 1 o'clock. Have a great day.
Yeah. Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Where's it off? There we go. Where's off on that one? It's there.
Set these phones up and charge them up, because I'm going to need them for one. Oh, or I'll forget. Oh, you've not switched us off.